Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Well, it is Christmas Eve as I record this video. I do have to get ready. My husband and I are hosting Christmas Eve tonight, and we do have family coming over. So we have about, I think 11 or 12 people coming. And so we've been preparing our house, and my husband's been making rice and beans, and we have to pick up a platter that I ordered, and we've got tamales and snacky food and dessert, and yeah, we've got a lot of stuff ready to go for our guests. So really excited. I can't believe that it's Christmas Eve already. I don't know about you, but this last few months have just flown by. It doesn't even feel like Christmas in a way. And it kind of bums me out because I love the holiday season, but it just is one of those years where the time is just really flying by. And I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how it's felt for me. So since I do have to get ready, I thought it was a good opportunity to do a video and say hello, and hopefully I'll have this video up tomorrow. I don't think I'll have enough time to post it today unless I get it up like later tonight, but we'll see. So what I thought we would look at today or use today is the patrickta Major Dimensions 3 palette. I actually picked this up during the last Sephora sale that just ended not too long ago. I also picked up one of his cream blushes, and I've got a couple of lip products that I've had and used that I really like. I've also got one of his eyeliners that I've had. I thought we'd use that. I also got one of his mascaras. I haven't used this yet either, so I thought we'd use that. And the rest of my makeup I've already done, just, for the sake of saving some time. So let me give you a little bit of background on this eyeshadow palette. It says it is a velvety matte eyeshadow palette that blends warm and cool nudes for ultimate versatility. It's free of parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde-releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, retinol palmitate. It lists a whole sulfates. It's got a whole list of ingredients that it doesn't contain. It says the shades in this palette can be worn alone or layered, blended, and contoured to create the most multi-dimensional looks that go from day to night. The cream bases allow you to really sculpt and intensify your eye looks. The shadows can be worn alone or layered over the bases for maximum depth and richness. It's got 10 eyeshadows and then 2 cream eyeshadows. And it retails for $70 on the Sephora website. So it was nice to get that 20% off. I love his packaging. All of his packaging is this rose gold. You can see I haven't used it yet. I think I just took it out to take photos of it. But this is how it comes when, you take it out of the box. And then here's what the packaging looks like. So he's got this matte finish on the top here. And then here is what it looks like inside. So you've got these 2 cream shadows with this little door that opens. So that covers it up. And then you've got cool and warm tones to work with. I do have his first palette, the Major Dimension 1. You can see my fingerprints are all over it. And that's what this one is looking like. Same concept. He's got the cream eyeshadows there. And then I believe this was the second one that he released. And this has got more, very similar to the first, but as you can see, the tones are more rosy and, just a lot more warm. So I guess the first one is a little more neutral. The second one is got a lot more warmer shades, and it's got, the shimmers and some of those other shades in it, whereas the Major Dimension 3 is all mattes. I almost didn't buy this palette because I always like to put some kind of shimmer or a metallic or something on my eyelids because I have smaller eyes. And so I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to really like having an all matte palette. But then I watched a bunch of videos and I watched Patrick himself use the palette, and I thought, you know what, that's a really nice palette, and I can, you know, if I want to add something to it, I can always go into one of his other palettes or use a single shade or whatever. So I like the versatility of it, and that is what drew me to picking this up. So let's just get into it. I'm going to go ahead and just do a look with this. And this is our last time to wear the ears rather, until next year. Like I said, I already did all my other makeup for the spirit of saving time. And I cleaned off my, my brushes here. And let's see. Should I grab a new crease brush? So, I hope you guys have, you know, some fun stuff planned for the holidays with each other. And then Christmas Day, we usually go to my brother's house, or we see, you know, we usually see my father-in-law usually comes with us. So that's how we do it now, you know, like now that I'm like an adult and married and, you know. So sound off in the comments. What do you guys do? What are your traditions for the holiday season? Are you more of like, is Christmas Eve more of your Christmas, or is it more of Christmas Day? So I think it really just depends on what your traditions are. So I think what I'll do next is I'm going to deepen it up. And I'm going to go in with this next darker shade right here. And I'm going to use my, I think this is a Sephora brush. Let me see what it says here. Yeah, it's a Pro Crease. Yeah, it's a Sephora Pro Crease 24 brush. And I'm just reaching into that next deeper shade, and I'm going to start tapping it on the outside, the outer corner here of my eye, and then bringing it in. And then who is it that you like to watch, like do eye looks and like makeup looks and stuff? And I have to tell you that I really like watching Michaela Nagara. I really enjoy her videos. She's done a lot of like holiday look videos, and you know, some of them are a little, you know, a little too out there for me, but I kind of like watching her process and how, you know, how she gets to that end result, you know. And I feel like I learn something from watching her. I mean, there's no doubt that she has, you know, quite a very good talent there of doing makeup. You know, her makeup always looks flawless, and she does these incredible eye looks all the time. Wow, this, my friends, is this has a lot of pigmentation. Look at this. So, okay, wow. Okay, so far so good. I'm like really impressed with this. I haven't even gotten to the darkest shade yet. Okay, so I think what I will do is I'm going to reach back into the original brush that I started with. I believe this is a Moda brush. I really like Moda brushes. I kind of rediscovered them recently. I bought some new brushes from them, and I'll use them in an upcoming video. I'm going to reach back in, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to like kind of just like buff this out a little bit because it's kind of looking it's looking a little, it's looking a little harsh. So I just kind of soften that line up there. And I think another thing I need to do is just like, like Michaela says, sharpen the edges. She always makes these points, you know. And I really should be using my Sephora tape because now I'm going to have to touch up my concealer a little bit. But she always takes like a wipe because she usually does her foundation after and usually does her eyes first. So I just, you can see I just cleaned it up there. I'm going to do this on the other side too, just so I can get a sense of how to finish the look now. Okay, and I'm going to, okay, I think that looks good. And so here's how we're looking so far. And now I'm going to go in with my Refer 23. Sorry, without my glasses, really hard for me to see. And I'm going to go in with this black shade. I'm kind of feeling like this one would probably be the best one. Yeah, I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try tapping it on. Okay. I think that's it. That's from the second palette. That's from this palette, the second one. And here's that shade right there. And I'm just going to tap that. You have to tell me what you think about that. I'm really trying to stick with using Patrick's products here too, so. I think that's pretty. If I can find it. Okay, so for the Major Volume Mascara, it says it's an intensely black, ultimate dramatic mascara, custom double cut brush, combs through and loads your lashes for the ultimate volume lift and definition. Benefits is it's volumizing, and then it's got the same call outs as the palette does. And then it says this mascara maximizes your lashes with its unique double cut brush that catches and releases each individual lash to pull the formula through from root to tip, elongating and creating incredible length and definition. Added peptides and glycerin help condition and support healthy looking lashes. Oh, I didn't know it had peptides in it, so that's good to know. Okay. So again, we've got the nice rose packaging. And then here's what the component looks like. It has a nice weighty feel. And I'm just gonna grab a mirror. Okay. Get this open. I'll show you what the component looks like. And let's go ahead and, okay, so right away it feels wet. So it's got that, it's definitely got that, like, it's not a dry mascara. So, you know, some people don't like a wet feeling mascara. They like it a little drier. Okay, so it's given some volume here. And it feels like it's like layerable. So that's how we're looking so far. They have volume, but you know how some volumizing mascaras will, at least this happens to me, they'll get like all over the place, like all over your lid, or the mascara, the product itself will get like all over, you know, because it's volumizing. But so here's a mascara. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's move on to the blush. Let's see if the blush says anything on the back here. It says, day or night, this dual formula compact allows you to create looks for both and everything in between. A luminous sheer cream on one side and a buttery soft powder on the other. Wear them alone or layered for maximum effect. And then for directions, it says, for a sheer look and dewy glow, dab and blend the cream formula on the cheeks. For a soft airbrushed finish, sweep the powder onto the apples of the cheeks with the fluffy powder brush. For ultimate color payoff, layer the cream formula all over and then the powder on top. Yeah, he has that technique that he does the cream first and then the powder over it, and everybody was like, you know, losing their minds, like, you know, oh, patrickta does this thing and it's like nobody does this. So the shade that I got is She's Blushing. So I thought, I mean, it's really hard to pick a shade because he's got so many beautiful shades. So again, we've got the beautiful rose gold packaging. It's very mirrored. And then here's how it looks inside. So it's a very neutral, but I like that it's got like a pink undertone. So it's same thing. It's got the little door here to cover the cream product. So let's go ahead and let me grab, and I'll definitely be doing a video on it, but I just want to dedicate the product to one video. Okay, so I'm using an Alamar brush now, and I'm going to dip into the blush, and there's the color. So the blush looks very like rosy. So it's got a lot of pigmentation, you can see there. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit off there. So yeah, if you want like a lot of, with his blushes, if you want a lot of payoff, then, you know, then you do the cream first and then you do the powder on top. And then if you don't want that much, then, you know, use either the cream or the powder, I would say. I'm really glad that I got this shade. Very nice. I'm going to do just a little bit more on this side. Yeah, I think that's even. Very nice. You could see there is some powder kick up in there, but this is a very nice blush. I like that. Okay, I'm going to take off what's on my lips so we can. I know our video is about Patrick, but I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills liners because I really like wooden liners, and I feel like these really stay on, and this shade is amazing. Okay, and now let's go ahead and put on She's Independent, and I'll give you a swatch. So there it is next to, so it's a little warmer than the Anastasia, but I think it looks nice because I like my liner to be a little bit darker than the lip shade. So I love that. And then I have this, I have a brand new one as a backup, but I got this in like one of those like Sephora favorites. It's his lip gloss, and she's expensive. And I'll give you a little swatch of that. So there it is. Now I, I don't do what I shouldn't be doing, which is I don't like wipe off the product sometimes before I dip it back in. So, but you can see just how shiny that is. I love She's Expensive. It's like, it's my favorite one from Patrick's line. And then one other product that I want to use that I showed you guys in the beginning is I have one of his liners, and I will put this on the bottom left. It has a name. Where's the name? I'll have to find the name for you, but it's kind of like a bronzy brown shade. It's very deep. So I'm going to, just for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to go into the inner corners of my eyes on the bottom there, and that's where I put it. These liners are really nice too, so really enjoy those. So everything else I'll have to list down below for you. The only other thing I want to mention to you that I used of Patrick's that I finally got around to using is during not this sale, but the sale before that, I bought his contour brush. It was really like everybody was clamoring to buy this. It was sold out. It came back into stock. And I finally got around to, I said, I'm going to use his contour brush. And if I could find it in my mess here it is. So here's what it looks like. It's double-ended. And so I attempted to do like a contour on my nose, and I used the Moira bronzer to do that. So I dipped into the powder and I just put it on my nose, and then I took this contour and then I just basically like, you know, kind of like went in like this. I want to actually learn to contour better than, you know, what I've done today, but I don't really contour much. So, but I bought the brush because I have this brush of his and I use this all the time. I've had this for a couple of years now, and I use it to contour the rest of my face. So here's the finished look using the palette. We only dipped into that second palette to get that sparkly shade that I put on my lid. Like I said, if you have his other palettes, you could just, and you like to do what I do, you could just reach into there for one of the shades, or a single shadow that you have if you want to create that and you don't want to have all mattes on your lid. He does say in his description that you can use his palette to contour too, and I didn't even think of that, but that makes a lot of sense because we usually contour with cool tones. So you probably could use these to also contour your nose or contour your cheeks or your jaw or, you know, whatever. So so it does have that versatility beyond just being an eyeshadow palette. But I really like the finished look. I love the blush as well. The only other blush that I had before that was I had his first holiday release that he did a couple of holidays ago, and this thing's still going strong, and I still reach into it and use it. He's since released these shades in singles, but they last a while. So, I mean, as long as you take care of them and store them properly and so forth, you know, his makeup is fine. So, but yeah, I really like the look. Let me know what you think. And depending on when I post this, hopefully I'll get this up tonight or tomorrow. I want to wish you a happy holidays. No matter what it is that you are doing, I hope that you're safe and that, you know, the year ahead is a good one for you. And I really want to thank you for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, being a part of our little makeup family. And if you're new here, if you would join our makeup family, I would really be very happy about that. And I'd love to have you be a part of our little makeup family. So hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And, you know, I really appreciate that. And also follow me over on Instagram if you are already not following me over there as well. So I'm going to sign off now, and I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.